Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And, of course, good morning, mini Motorways. Let us go to Beijing for today's daily challenge, where we will have one and exactly one motorway and no circles, which, no circles is one of those ones that if you're just starting to play mini Motorways or you haven't really played it, you hear that and you're like, oh, okay, that means it's going to be easier, right? Because the circles are bigger and scarier and they require more people. I don't think so. I think no circles is a great way to just keep those scores down. Because if you've got a circle business, yeah, it needs a couple more houses to support it, but it also just filters through trips so much faster. So if you've got no circles, you've got no points, basically. Hi, Nora. Please don't jump on my work laptop. I need that for work. Yes, I do. Here, you're gonna go down and around and up and over and in, just like so. Take care of this red business over here. Shotgun Splicer was here first. Good morning, Shotgun Splicer. Sunflare Space, none too pleased with that, but hey, you can't be first every day, Sonny. Unless you happen to be first every single stream from now until the end of time, which, if nothing else, would be impressive. Like, that would be quite the streak. I don't think it's possible, but, you know, I'm a doomer. That's just general personality trait of the _Goog, and it tends to work out for me. We've previously discussed that the great thing about being a doomer is you're either right or good stuff happens, so either way you get to be happy. Let's continue repositioning this red road so as to swing down here, get these two yellows going into there. Oh, Sunflares was just putting us into the Halloween spirit. Well, okay. Drop those rips in chat, I guess. That's a very cute little emote. Thanks again to Bagoonicorn for discovering the creator whose name I've completely forgotten. But basically, Bogsy just found that on, I don't remember if they found it on Twitter or Blue Sky. I think it was Blue Sky, actually. They found that and were like, hey, these are really cute. And I looked and I was like, yes, those are really cute. And I exchanged real American dollars, and now we have a real American rip emote. Anyway, I don't know if this is going to be a permanent fix here, but we're going to go this way. We're just going to have this bridge. This is a very convenient bridge. I can probably take it. It'll be fine. I might, if the map expands further south, I might want to go ultra down and around, but nah, I think this will be okay. Render unto me 30 more road tiles, Silvu's plate. Okay, so, you know what's weird about my job? I didn't take any PTO or anything. There were no holidays. And yet, I haven't worked since last Thursday because, big ol' shrug, there just weren't any assignments coming in for me. I'm not going to complain about not having work. I am, however, going to have to take a moment to refresh myself. You ever feel like that? Like, you go away from work for a week or even a day, and you come back and it's like, wait, how the fuck do I do this job? Even though you've been doing the job for months or years and it's the same job. That's kind of where I'm at today. I have the same job that I've had for the last year and change. It's gonna be fine. I'm good at it. Also, today's assignment is super easy. And yet, I haven't had to do anything since Thursday. What do you mean I have to do things? I don't like doing things. Since when do I have to do things? I don't want to do things. Alright, I just saw a way for me to reclaim a single road tile right here, so we'll do that. Make this dark blue road ever so slightly more efficientized. Efficientized is not a word. Really isn't, but you know what I mean. Oh, goodness gracious. What else was I going to say? I was going to get in some YouTube plugs now before I forget. Today, for those on YouTube, is a new episode of Final Fantasy Tactics, and tomorrow we are starting Valkyria Chronicles 4. I owe Shotgun Splicer a Remember a Guy from yesterday? Little Jimmy! That's right! Little Jimmy! Alright, so yesterday Shotgun Splicer redeemed Let's Remember a Guy and demanded that I remember Little Jimmy. And I made a joke about it and then I moved on. But now, let us dive deep into the history of Little Jimmy. There's no history here. There's very little history here. Here's the entire story. There's this wrestler named R-Truth, whose gimmick is that he's weird. More specifically, he's like batshit crazy. Okay? So this wrestler R-Truth is batshit crazy. And one of the ways in which his batshit craziness manifests, we're going to take a roundabout here. And how are we going to get reds over to this red? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to yoink these two reds away from these two businesses, and we're going to draw this little road over here. I don't particularly like this. I wish there was more red than there is, but you know, the amount of red there is the amount of red there is, or something. I don't know. What am I getting at? I'm getting at putting this dark blue up over here, so that's going to be fine. You come up here. You are... Oh, motherfucker. You little yellow dink. All right, fine. You come down this way. This is going to be okay. We're going to cut through here, go over there. Didn't have a spare bridge to make this connection happen, but it's fine. You go that way. So R-Truth is friends with Little Jimmy. Little Jimmy is, depending on your belief system and how indulgent you want to be of the stupid, wacky, batshit wrestler, either Little Jimmy is an invisible person who speaks to R-Truth and tells him to do things, or a figment of R-Truth's imagination, or a guy R-Truth made up to get a pop. I think they've acknowledged it as all three of those at various different times. But basically, R-Truth would just say, like, you know, hey, Randy Orton, I'm gonna beat your ass cause Little Jimmy told me to. Or, you know, it's not my fault that I hit you with a chair, it was Little Jimmy's idea. Some stuff like that. And that's not what R-Truth sounds like, but I don't want to do an R-Truth impression because, well, I'm not a scholar in these matters, but I am going to say that R-Truth is the closest thing WWE has to a minstrel show. It feels really bad sometimes. And listen, Ron Killings is an African-American gentleman, and he knows a lot more about this shit than I do, and I am not going to say that he shouldn't be doing shit. I'm just going to say that as a viewer and a fan, there have been times when I've been watching R-Truth and I've been like, yeah, I bet you this was Vince McMahon's idea. I bet you Vince McMahon thinks this is really funny. And usually it's basically the only qualification for any comedy skit to get on WWE television is for Vince McMahon to think it's funny. And boy, does Vince McMahon have bad taste in comedy. Vince McMahon does not like things that are actually funny. And he likes things that are not actually funny. Which, I mean, he's a 70-year-old shitheaded billionaire. Of course he likes things that are not actually funny. That is not surprise. It is true. He has found this niche. This is true. R-Truth, and like we can expand this to a broader, let's remember sort of a guy, R-Truth. R-Truth has found himself a little niche, and it works for him. Dude has remained gainfully, independently contracting because, you know, heaven forbid we call these employees. Dude has remained gainfully, independently contracting with World Wrestling Entertainment for like 25 years, give or take. There was a period of time where he was in TNA or whatever. But doing this gimmick and having Little Jimmy or his cute little songs or whatever it is he's doing this week, it works. So, good for you, R-Truth. Former NWA World Heavyweight Champion Ron the Truth Killings. I assume he won the NWA title at some point when he was in TNA. That sounds like a thing that's true. I'm just going to state that as fact. All right, let's hit the go button and see if anybody needs to go. Niche is pronounced niche. I mean, that does make sense. It has that E at the end of it. So it could be niche. It probably is niche. It's one of those words that I never get right. All right, you get up here. Do I have enough road? I have just enough road to get these greens going up this way, up into here. This is all starting to get a little bit nonsensy, but for the most part, I think we're okay. Yeah, that word with the tiny space into which you put things. It means things. All right, what are we gonna? Oh, gross. Oh, Reds, why? Why do you gotta? Fuck sticks. Okay. It might be time to deploy our one and exactly one motorway, but I don't know. Let's hold off for now. Render unto me a second bridge. Okay. Let's see here. We've got problems. Here's how I intend to solve these problems. We've got to get things up to here. We've got to get things over to here. We've got to get red and yellow things over to here, right? Hulkamania must run wild in a generally thisly direction. What if this is a thing that I might regret doing. I'm starting to believe that I may regret this thing. It could be fine. It could potentially be fine. I don't think it will be fine, though. Let's find out. Yellows. Go in that way. Light blues come out here, over to here. That's gonna be fine. Yellows swing down this way, over to this. And then yellows also go up here. What if we do that? Bing, bang, kaboom. All right, so here's the thing. We get light blues into the roundabout, they go over here. We get reds into the roundabout, they go up and over to here. We get yellows into the roundabout, they go up and over to here, or down and under to there. Is that actually good? Maybe. I think I'd like to get this blue also into the roundabout, and I can do that. I just need a little... I don't want to just have it spawn on this road. I want to give it a dedicated access. Oh, never mind. I wanted a third light blue to get over to this business, is what I was angling for, and we got it to spawn here instead. So that's good. My main concern is just too much stuff flowing through the roundabout, but at least for right now, it looks as though that isn't the case. It looks as though the roundabout is basically just flowing, which is good. It's very good. You are another yellow business. Fuck you. Why do you have to exist? Son of a bitch. Son of an absolute bitch. Well, I mean, that's bad, but what are we going to do about it right now? Nothing. We're going to do nothing about it right now. In the fullness of time, I'm going to do something about it, but we're not going to do anything right now. Here, give me a third bridge. Good morning, Coffee Cafe. I will say this for you. I have no memory at all of what you did yesterday, so if it was bad, you're forgiven, and if it was good, it has been forgotten to history. How about that? Man, I hope Coffee Cafe didn't do like an awful racism or something. Did Coffee Cafe do a racism? I don't remember any racisms, but you know. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna deploy our one and exactly one motorway. Motorway number 1 is gonna schlep these 3 yellows all the way over here into this business. We're not running you through the roundabout. I thought about it, but good news, Coffee Cafe. I don't fucking remember. Also, I'm reconsidering my roundabout plan because the reason for that is basically I had, why don't you go that way? That makes more sense. And you go that way. That also makes more sense. So the reason I initially wanted to motorway these instead of roundabouting is that I thought this was the extreme northern boundary of the map. Turns out it's not. Turns out we can indeed go up like so, and then over and down and into here. And we're exactly 1 road tile short of where I want to be. So that's okay. I'm going to get it back once these greens stop sucking. It'll be fine. It will be fine, right? Greenhouses. You greens are kind of okay. I can't afford to wait for you. Give me 1 and exactly 1 more road tile. Here, pour all of the yellows out this way. Save this yellow business. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got problems. We got yellow problems. We also got light blue problems, but... Oh, I'm out of road. Yeah, that's a problem. 1 problem at a time. Here, you get back over that way. You will be saved in just a second. I might have to motorway you for a moment, but basically, yellows. All right, here comes the yellow cavalry. Here we go. Here's the saffron brigade. Okay. Okay. Good. Everything's coming up goldenrod. Thank God. Okay. Now, we've got this light blue business right here. And you know, I was thinking I'd draw a bridge or something with these, and maybe in the fullness of time I should do that, but I don't wanna. I don't wanna right now, and I don't gotta, so I'm not gonna. Instead, I'm gonna fuck around and find out vis-a-vis dark blues. What if we just kind of... I need more dark blue. I need more roads. Give me more roads. Give me more roads. I needs the roads to get over to here's. I need just like 2 more road tiles. There we go. There's 2 more road tiles. Okay. Yeah, actually, given that these 3 light blues exist right over here now, I think eventually what I'm going to want to do is run a dedicated light blue road and not have this. But for right now, this is going to be okay. These light blues are going to sustain this. It's going to be all right. This roundabout is not looking great. These yellows are pulled entirely too thin. But it's fine for now. Give me 30 road tiles because I have 3 bridges. I don't think a person needs more than 3 bridges to exist, even if the person is about to use another bridge. There. So, you know what? I think this is a good example of the general principle of one business, one road. Right now, we've got 1, 2, 3 yellow businesses being supported by 10 yellow houses. The math works out. That works out to like 3 1/3 houses per business, which should be fine. But as you can see, with the roundabout and the travel roads and the nonsense, it's not actually fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring back what had been a temporary motorway as a more permanent motorway. Motorway number 1 is going to take these 3 yellow houses all the way over here into this yellow business. And even though this yellow business will mathematically have fewer houses, it's gonna be better. And because the roundabout will have less fuckery going on, It's gonna be better. Please ignore the fact that the roundabout presently has plenty of fuckery. Eventually, the roundabout will have less fuckery. Okay? Speaking of less fuckery, this light blue business got very mad at me on account of me stealing its friends. So, yeah, I understand why you're angry. Speaking of things that I understand why they're angry, this red over here. I understand why this red is angry. This red is angry because it has no houses. So, what's the solution for that? The solution for that is actually a fucking terrible road. Here's the plan. The plan is we're going to put these greens going out this way. The greens are going to come down here. It's going to create one less situation over this way. These reds are going to get blown up. Good morning, Trombone Dalek. So these reds right here get blown up, and this red business will be supported by these red houses. Now, unfortunately, at present, this road is here, which is bad, but, you know, we're just gonna have to fucking deal with it. We're gonna have to accept. First of all, I think we're gonna have to accept that we can't go straight shot with the reds. We're gonna have to go up and over and around the lake for no good reason. But also, this terrible connection right here is just gonna have to exist. Eventually I want to roundabout this, and I probably will be able to, but for right now, this is just gonna have to be here. Now then, speaking of things that are just gonna have to be here, these two reds are gonna come down this way. That's gonna be fine. These two reds are gonna come down this way, support this business. These two businesses are happy. Now then, I honestly don't know if a traffic light or nothing is better for a four-way intersection like this. I guess I'll give it a traffic light. I legitimately couldn't tell you if for a four-way intersection it's better to go unlit or traffic lit. We'll stick a traffic light there, see what happens. It'll probably be fine. Now, this light blue is mad and dying. There's not much I feel like doing for that right now. This light blue is also mad and also dying, and for you, I can actually do a little something. Not much, but there. We'll spend another bridge. I don't want to fuck with getting this guy like up, over, and in at an awkward angle. I don't think that makes sense. I think this is a little bit better. We'll put these two houses to work right over here, ferrying more light blues in a... Fuck you! God damn it! Okay, so you remember 8 seconds ago when I was saying that we were going to take these two light blues, go up this way, and I didn't want to fuck around with this guy? Yeah, it turns around I have to fuck around with this guy. You come in here, do that, that'll be totally fine. This is a perfectly acceptable traffic light. You light blues come up this way, support that business. Everything's coming up Goog House. Oh, gross! No, you didn't do that. No, they didn't. That didn't spawn there. No. I'm not even touching it until Monday. I hope I get a roundabout. Give me a roundabout. All right, thank you. Motherfucker. Okay, listen, this is gonna be fine. Can I stick around about? I can stick around about right here. Okay, fine. I have the houses to deal with this. In terms of house placement, it's not a problem. It's just very funny. All right, so one spur of the roundabout is going to go northwest and hook around into this business. One spur of the roundabout is going to go west, just due west, and get in there. One spur of the roundabout is going to be from the southwest. It's going to be for these two red houses. One spur of the roundabout. I only have one bridge. Fuck. I kind of wanted two bridges. Alright, well... one spur of the roundabout is going to be... I want another bridge. I'm going to create a world wherein I can have another bridge. For right now, one spur of the roundabout is going to be from the southeast, and it's going to have these 3 greenhouses stapled to this dark blue road. What I want to do eventually, and you know what I'm going to do right now, fuck this. Fuck all of this noise. What I'm going to do is have... Yeah, I can kill these. I can kill this green for a second. This is what we're going to do. We're going to reclaim so many bridges right now. These light blues are going to do that, okay? And with those light blues having done that, this can do that. With this having done that, I get a bridge back. With me having a bridge back, we can get all of this green bullshit off of this road. Boop. Yeah, put this dark blue house on this red spur. That'll be okay. That'll be good. This up here is what I want. Okay? You 3 greens straight into the roundabout. Dark blues from the southeast. Reds from the southwest. You go west, you go northwest, you go east. This is probably going to be the roundabout that kills everything. Just going to put that statement out into the universe. We need to accept it as fact right now. This is the roundabout that will inevitably kill everything. Probably. Speaking of roundabouts and inevitably killing everything, probably. Hi there. You 2 yellow houses aren't fucking connected to anything. The fuck do you think you're doing? Wasn't even what I was gonna say, but look at you. You fucks. Alright. What I was gonna say is that this red business is very slowly dying. But hey. Coffee Cafe has redeemed a treat for Nora, which means I get to grab my treat jar and give Nora a treat. Hey, Nora. She's currently loafing on top of the desk, which is adorable. It's very cute. Also, hi there, little red guy. Thank you for existing. All right, Nora. Nora, would you like a treat? I have one in exact... Well, that's not true. I have 800 treats, but I'm only giving you one right now. Well, she is a well-bred cat, Sam. It makes sense that she would be loafing around. I need some way to navigate from my drops to my emotes instantly. I need a Stream Deck XL is what I need. Hi, Nora. Would you like this treat? Oh, it's a good kitty cat. Enjoy the treat. All right, give me a bridge, because I don't have any bridges. Oh, hi there, Dark Blue Business. How long have you existed? Long enough to need help. Well, good news. I'm here to provide help. Boop, boop, shloop to boop. And having shlooped your boop, we go down over here. That, no. Don't. It sounds like you're offering sexual favors to a clown. You're gonna shloop his boop. No. No, don't. Don't shloop any boops today, unless you want to. Listen, I don't want to yuck anybody's yums. I'm not going to kink shame. I'm not going to, slut shame anybody. If you want to shloop some boops, you go shloop all the boops you want. Just leave me out of it. Title of the episode, Shloop All the Boops You Want. God, why do I do these things to myself? It's my own damn fault for saying things and then thinking the things I say are funny. It's my fault. I do this. No one forced me to. Nope. No. All right. So we've got this red plaza this red business suddenly has 5 houses supporting it, which is great. Give me another bridge because I desperately lack a bridge. You get over to here. Why are the reds mad? Like, okay, this red is mad because everybody here has to deal with a roundabout. And the roundabout is slowly killing things. So I suppose that makes sense. This red business is mad because it only has 2 houses of support and that's not really sustainable, I guess? It makes about as much sense as anything else. What can I do about either of these situations? I have no idea, actually. I don't know why I just said situation as though situations isn't a plural noun, but I know what I meant. All right. Yeah, this red rush hour is a problem. You want to ease the upper roundabout, you could make a bypass to the double business for all of the... I could make a... I do have road up here. You know what I could do? If I do this, will the yellows... No. If I just do this and say traffic light here, I bet that the pathing AI would think that this, down here into the roundabout, up and over, is shorter. So that these yellows would still go into the roundabout to get to this plaza, meaning that all of this doesn't get used. So what I would have to do then is this. We kill both spurs. We kill both spurs that go to the yellow businesses. Now, I am chopping this red out of the roundabout, which is a minor shame, but oh well. The yellows go up and over and out of the roundabout. They never go into it. They come down here, and then if you want to get to this yellow business, well, you got to do that. Which takes up a bridge, but I think it's okay. I could draw that in such a way that it doesn't take up a bridge, actually. Yeah, I could very easily do that. It's a little turny, twervy, and wonky, but it's probably good. Can I just kill the roundabout now? Yeah, actually I can. You're not wrong. Because we can just have light blues go down that way, reds go over that way. Fuck you, the roundabout. And now I have a song from an anime stuck in my head. Awesome. Fuck you, the roundabout, etc. How does that solve this problem, though? It doesn't. Fuck. How does that solve this problem, though? It doesn't. Fuck. Well, balls. Everybody go. Man, all of the reds are mad at the same time. You desperately need more help, so you're gonna get it from here. You can just do that, and we'll traffic light this, and this will be totally fine. Sort of. Won't actually be fine. Nope, you're the extreme western border of the map. So, and you're an obstructionist yellow house, but I can do that, which gets this red into the roundabout and over to here, thereby creating a fourth red house for this. That's okay, possibly, maybe, not actually, but, go with me here. Additionally, I don't have a bridge. I wanted to bing off here and get this red house to support this red business, but that's not happening. So, you know what? It's just gonna have to be fine. Unless it's not fine, in which case, it just won't be fine. There appears to be nothing I can do about it. Maybe it just won't be fine. Yeah, these Reds are mad, actually. They got mad that the roundabout died. So, shit, folks, I don't know. Killing the roundabout seemed like a good idea, but also it directly contributed to my inevitable demise. So, hey, top 3% in the world. I'll take it. I'm not going to complain too hard about 1,847 trips. 1847 is a good, solid number. Hey, we dropped those GGs in the chat. It's fine. Here, hit that lovely GG button. Let's... Nope. Don't. Goog. Move on. Let's play Wordle. Good start. Well, hey, we actually got a yellow and a green out of it, so it could have been a lot worse. It could be chant. There's absolutely nothing saying that it's not chant. The chant of light will save us all. Praise be to the maker. It's not actually chant. Okay. Listen, Sam, I thought of a very dirty joke, okay? I thought of a very dirty joke that I decided not to make. You're welcome. You got a 2 on this one. Well, as you can plainly tell, I did not. It can't be alert because there's no E and no R. It could be admit. Could absolutely be admit. It's not, but for a second there it looked like it might be. Okay. It could be adpot. Now, granted, adpot has the small problem of not being a word, but could it be adult? It could absolutely be adult. We're all grown folk here. It is, in fact, adult. Thank you, Sunflare Space and Coffee Cafe. Let us take away the Wordle suggestion. Go do yesterday's Immaculate Grid, which requires all teams. All teams, all the time. And you know what? Sonny, what do we have to do for this top left corner? I keep forgetting. Could you remind me? There's something that we need to do that we usually do for the Immaculate Grid. Oh, right. We have to remember that Pedro Martinez played for the Dodgers. Nobody ever fucking remembers, including usually me, that Pedro Martinez played for the Dodgers. Pedro Martinez did indeed play for the Dodgers. Yay. All right, so we also need Atlantans, Athletics, Tigers, and Cubs. That should be fine. Let's see here. A Dodger who played for the Cubs is Nomar Garciaparra. We had no idea what a great shortstop Nomar would be. A Bostonian who played for Atlanta is Mark Lemke. I remember that he went to the Red Sox after he left Atlanta. He was fucking terrible, but, you know, he was Mark Lemke. What do you expect? A Bostonian who played for the A's, most famous is probably Dennis Eckersley. We can probably do a little bit better than that, most likely. Let's go with, who was that closer? The A's had a closer who was really good, and then he's borked his arm to shit. And then he came to the Red Sox and he was okay, but his arm kept getting borked to shit. Fuck. I feel as though I have sufficiently described the man, and Sam probably knows exactly who I'm talking. Andrew Bailey! Thank you. That's exactly who I was thinking of. Andrew Bailey for the top right corner. Of course he fits. He does fit. He was Bobby Jenks before Bobby Jenks was Bobby Jenks, although I don't think Andrew Bailey's career was ended by a botched back surgery that resulted in him suing the surgeon, so he's not exactly Bobby Jenks. Anyway, We need an Oakland Athletic who was also a Chicago Cub. And you know what? Let's just get as many former Red Sox on this grid as possible. Here's Jed Lowry. What do you mean Jed Lowry never played for the Cubs? Theo Epstein was the general manager of the Cubs for a decade and a goddamn half, and he never gave Jed Lowry a job? Angry failure. Anger and failure. Yeah, right, John Lester. Sadness and anger failure. All right, an Atlantan who played for the Chicago Cubs is Greg Maddux. We're not doing the Red Sox gimmick anymore. It is bang fuck it mode. Arg. A Dodger who played for the Tigers is Royce Clayton? No, I don't think so. Nick Punto. Actually, yes, I do believe he fits. I believe Nick Punto was a Tiger. You know who was definitely a Tiger is David Price, who also gets us back to the former Red Sox gimmick. So that's nice. Greg Maddox's brother Mike pitched for the Red Sox. There's that. And, yeah, also. Finally, we're just going to go Smon Joltz for the center square. Why do I always think John Smoltz pitched for the Tigers? I think this is the second time I've been wrong on an Immaculate Grid square because I have it in my head that John Smoltz pitched for the Tigers. Apparently he was a Tigers prospect, and then they traded him. So there's that. Curses and failure. Curses and failure and fuck. But also look at this top row. I'm proud of this top row. We used our Pedro Martinez button, and then we got two guys under 1% because I actually do remember some fucking guys when it comes to the Boston Red Sox. Who fits the center square? Doyle Alexander, fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If the most famous and popular dude for your Immaculate Grid square is Doyle goddamn Alexander, that means that these 158 dudes don't fucking exist. Look at these. Steve Avery was a Tiger? Okay. Steve Avery was a Detroit Tiger. I didn't know Gary Sheffield was a Tiger. Gordon Beckham, okay. We can bend our answer in that direction. Roman Cologne, sure. That Jim Delahanty, there's a goddamn name from 1904. Curses foiled again. Jason Grilly. I should have remembered Jason Grilly. I didn't. I have failed. All right. This has been an edition, an episode. You can't say that it hasn't been because it has been an episode of Good Morning Mini Motorways. Folks, thank you so much for watching. As I said earlier, later today on YouTube, there is a new episode of Final Fantasy Tactics, and also tonight, we will be live on Twitch playing Final Fantasy Tactics. It is a lowercase g good video game. Once you get past the fourth battle, which is just absolute incredible bullshit. But hey, if you missed the stream of that, check it out on YouTube Friday. Until then, more shameless plugs. Here, where's all of the plugs? All the plugs. All of the plugs. Goodbye.